taste? Are you there? Can you hear my voice? Do you hear my breath? Are you out there? Forgive me, priest, for I have sinned. In the ring of fire tonight, I would have loved you for 1,000 years. I would have died for you. I would have sacrificed it all, my dear. I would have bled for you. Till death do us part. You are unholy right from the start. It's a nice night for a black wedding. Nice night for a black wedding. Nice night for a black wedding.
What is up, guys? Dashing here, and live we are for yet another episode of CMV. How you doing, Vic? Kicking things off, dropping the sub, you little beauty, you. Thank you very much. But indeed, here we are for edition number 60 of Shockwave, and jumping straight into the action here, as we always do, and big time action, my friends, to get us started this evening, as Ellie Quinn prepares to go one-on-one with Hakiko. And Ellie Quinn, who has been very adamant the last couple of weeks that she is totally fine, that nothing is going on with her. She is most certainly not in the middle of a mental breakdown. Don't bring it up! Seriously, don't bring it up to her if you don't want to get punched in the face. I made that mistake earlier tonight. Simply just went up to her. I said, hey, see, you've been having a tough time. What's on your mind? Just right in the jaw, pow. Ellie Quinn, ever since losing the Women's World Championship, whether she wants to admit it or not, is on a downward spiral. But, guys, as we found out at the top of the show, a massive matchup made by general manager of Shockwave, Madison Ryan. I give her credit where it's due, making this matchup for Dead in Tokyo in a couple of weeks, guys. A 6-pack challenge for the Women's World Championship, as the new champion Gianna found out at the top of the show, guys, exactly what it means to be champion. You have that massive target on your back, when she had not only Xiaorong, not only Ruby Rattel, but you also had Hakiko, Amber Reed, and Ellie Quinn all coming down to the ring, claiming that they should be next in line for a shot at the Women's World Championship. And so Madison Wright saying, hey, why don't I give all of you a shot at the championship? And so it shall be. At Dead in Tokyo, a 6-pack challenge for the Women's World Championship. And I know, obviously, not a lot of Gianna fans, but one has to sympathize with even her. Just winning the championship and instantly thrown beyond the deep end, as she must defend her championship against not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 tough challengers, all at the same time. Now, this is a first-time meeting here between Ellie Quinn and Hakiko one-on-one. Obviously now both looking to pick up momentum heading into the 6-pack challenge. And later on tonight, Gianna kicks off her reign in the ring, as she will be in action. Out of the corner goes Hakiko with a big old forearm upside the head. We already know that Dead in Tokyo going to be a historic event, because yours truly, the commentator of the year, that's right, in action alongside my best friend Shay Hoxton, as we are going to pummel that bastard, the Bloody Brit. And on top of that, we also now know Ricky Gelati will be challenging Josh Omega for the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. Of course, winning that #1 contenders match last episode of Shockwave. And both the champion and challenger in action tonight. A little bit later on, it's Bloody Justice, Ricky Delaney, mano a mano. And in our main event, it's going to be actually Hunter Quinn taking on Josh Omega. The Psycho Imperium at odds as Hunter Quinn looks for proof that Josh Omega is really deserving to hold that undisputed championship and represent the Psycho Imperium. Big risk taken there by Hikiko. Lucky for her, it pays off. Damn, Ellie Quinn fires back big time there, though. You're right. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that. The bloody twit! That's what I meant to say. Murderous elbows to the inside of Hiko's leg, and certainly far from the match Ellie Quinn was looking for. Wanted that one-on-one shot, but it means taking home that Women's World Championship once again. Ellie Quinn, I think, is willing to go through anyone and everyone. You gotta feel for Hikiko too, though. The queen of the ring, earning a shot at the Women's World Championship, and now she has to contend with 4 other challengers. Certainly not getting the greatest opportunity, but gonna make the most of it, just like everyone else in that 6-pack challenge. We'll see if Gianna can really pull the proverbial rabbit out of the hat with her back up against the wall like that. Akiko now up against the ropes. We're able to back body drop Ellie Quinn down to the outside. These two have not taken a millisecond, man, to break. It has just been non-stop since that bell rang. Look at these kicks. Lethal kicks from Hikiko. So certainly going to have that home field advantage at Dead in Tokyo. Growing up in Japan, training in Japan, beginning her career in Japan. You can be sure that she's going to have the fans on her side. Everything Hikiko does so cringe-inducing. Strikes of hers. Ellie Quinn able to fight back to her feet with that punch to the gut. Guys, great action we have here tonight. Coming up next, actually a triple threat matchup featuring both. Oh, wait a minute. Nice counter by Hikiko. Saying, get that kick out of here. It's going to be Anthony Martin, guys, and Fidel De La Rosa sharing the ring with each other once again. We've also got the NGW Championship on the line a little bit later on as Isaac Richardson at last gets his hands on JB Hayes with Jeremy Barmore. Sure to be watching. Akiko runs right into that kick, guys. The last shot. Knee to the back of that. What? Akiko said that tickled. Just got right back up after taking that knee to the back of the head, and now a beautiful disaster kick out of the corner. Followed up by a stinging kick to the middle of the back. Akiko's got no time for Ellie Quinn's shit here tonight, it would appear. Another side effect by the main attraction. Looks like she thought about going to the top rope. Maybe tried for the 450, but instead a bitter end! A bitter end! The elevator to take out Akiko, but no! The queen of the ring survives, but barely as Quinn lines up her shot. Full steam ahead, but missed the drop kick though. Gives Akiko the opportunity she needs. Ellie Quinn, consumed by her desire to become Women's World Champion again. Kinshasa takes her out. Akiko in for a big victory here tonight, heading into the 6-pack challenge. A 2-count only, but Akiko does not stop there. Sets her up for a brutal tornado kick. Ellie Quinn cannot catch a break. Another Kinshasa! That's gotta be it. Game over. 1, 2. No, all right. Look how Hikiko, not a moment of hesitation. Oh my God! Oh no! Was going for a third Kinshasa. Ellie Quinn said enough already. And wait a second, another elevator. Ellie kicks out. This is what you get when you put two of the best in the ring against each other. They are just beating the hell out of one another to kick off Shockwave here tonight. Ellie Quinn's jaw has got to be feeling some type of way right about now. Oh, here we go again. Vintage Ellie Quinn. Knee to the back. No! Hikiko able to duck. Throws out a wild clothesline. Does not fully connect with it, though, but able to set her up for another tornado kick. Ellie Quinn's head snapping back, and that might put him to sleep right there. Uno, dos, tres. Hikiko is victorious here tonight. Momentum remains on the side of the Queen of the Ring, heading into that six-pack challenge at Dead in Tokyo. God damn, that was just a onslaught at the end of that matchup. These two just trading massive shots back and forth, but in the end, Hikiko's shot wins the matchup. Well, it might not be the opportunity she was looking for. The Queen of the Ring, though, come Dead in Tokyo, looking to lead that six-pack challenge as the Women's World Champion. Coming up next, we keep the show rolling, guys. Some triple threat action is coming our way. And I don't think, guys, quite honestly, that things could have gone worse for the team of Anthony Martin and Fidel De La Rosa last episode of Shockwave. Just could not get on the same page. Disastrous from bell to bell, and ended up taking that loss. Despite showing respect to one another after their matchup against each other the week prior, it's clear that their chemistry as a tag team leaving something to be desired. But opponents they're going to be again here tonight in this triple threat matchup with Tristan Parker thrown in the mix. And obviously fresh off of losing the Unified World Tag Team Championship last episode of Shockwave, Parker hoping to bounce back Maybe a chance for him to take advantage of the friction that exists between would-be partners Martin and De La Rosa. Well, Fidel De La Rosa finds himself at this point here in CMV where he's been around now for this certain amount of time, a couple of years almost at this point. He's becoming an established member of the roster, multi-time champion, becoming a bit of a veteran in that locker room. And obviously these new guys, they want to take advantage of that. They want to get those big victories over the guys that have been around for a long time, who have held those accolades, try and elevate themselves. That's what Martin did at his debut a couple of weeks ago. But he wanted to show respect to De La Rosa afterwards. But just because you respect a man doesn't necessarily mean the two of you are going to get along and be best friends. And we saw that was made perfectly clear in that tag team matchup. These two could not coexist as a team. And they're not going to have to coexist here tonight. This triple threat matchup certainly going to elevate one man, Anthony Martin, looking to use De La Rosa as a stepping stone once again. As said during this kid's debut, he's got the look. He's got the presence. He's got the ability to be a major star. And I feel like he's already proven that over these last couple of weeks. And if he wants a little bit of advice, look, don't let someone like De La Rosa drag you down, all right? Show him respect. It's nice and all. You can pat yourself on the back. But the fact of the matter is, you're in this for yourself at the end of the day. Unless you can find yourself a best friend like Shay Hoxton, don't waste your time with schmucks like Fidel. That's my advice for Anthony Martin. And I do not think Fidel De La Rosa is the Shay Hoxton for Anthony Martin, in my honest opinion. Well, Tristan Parker, fellow rookie, and like I said before, going to maybe try to take advantage of what's going on between Martin and De La Rosa. Walk out with a big win for himself that he can certainly use after he and Ivan Salvatore lost the Unified World Tag Team Championship to the Psycho Imperium last episode of Shockwave. So here we go, triple threat matchup. Obviously, no countouts, no disqualifications. We're going to see Anthony Martin go right after Tristan Parker. Parker, though, going to grab him by the back of the head. It looks like De La Rosa keen to just step back. But the start of this matchup doesn't last too long, though. Martin going to throw him down. Still to come here tonight, my friends. Up next, Bloody Justice and Ricky Gelani at last. One-on-one. We also got the NGW Championship up for grabs as Isaac Richardson gets his shot at JB Hayes. Not to mention our main event, as the Psycho Imperium could potentially implode. Hunter Quinn one-on-one with Josh Omega, as Quinn does not seem convinced Omega has what it takes to rep the Imperium as the undisputed champion. Wants to find out for himself in that ring tonight. Could there be cracks in the foundation forming? Nice spine buster there. Taken out, though, by De La Rosa. Now Parker with the Cobra clutch into a Russian leg sweep. Big right hook by Martin. Responds as Parker with a blow to the gut. That's going to allow Fidel to send him into the corner. Parker going to send him out of the apron. Elbow from Amart. Launches himself out of the corner with that clothesline, but gets caught with a sit-out facebuster. Pops right back up. Throws Fidel off the ropes. Maybe trying for that spine buster. De La Rosa quicker. Gets him into the corner. Goes to the outside again. No disqualifications. And De La Rosa looking to take advantage of that. Comes back into the ring with a steel chair. What the hell is... Oh my God, Tristan trying to snap Martin's neck, but turns around right into a chair shot. The social media sensation taking that chair out of the hands of De La Rosa. Not quick enough though. Boom to the side of the head. Martin coming up from behind. Double knees to the gut. Gotta have De La Rosa gasping for air. Beautiful high knee. And Martin doesn't stop there. Into the corner, he sends him. Beautiful Superman punch. Says what's up to De La Rosa. Oh no! Was going for a spear, I think. But De La Rosa cuts him off. Takes him down. Oh, what the hell? Wait a minute. Oh, a clothesline. De La Rosa. Well, he meant to hit Parker there. Now throws Parker over the top rope and lands right on Anthony Martin. I don't think De La Rosa meant to do either of those things, but hey, it's a triple threat match. It's every man for himself. He can't be too upset about it. Anthony Martin just lucky to get out of that modified crossface. Gets busted open. It's clear, I think, that De La Rosa was targeting Tristan Parker there. Martin just kind of got in the way. Can't blame De La Rosa for that. Reverse DDT down onto the floor. No countouts. But they got to get this fight back into the ring. It only ends by pin or submission within the squared circle. De La Rosa, they didn't seem too upset about busting Anthony Martin open. From behind, spikes Martin with that poison Frankensteiner. The big man taking some serious damage here at ringside. Gonna try to shake De La Rosa off. Parker throws him chest first into the apron and then up the ramp. Just trying to get him out of the way. Parker flipping off Fidel and mocking him, egging him on to come back out to ringside, and so he does. Parker just throws him right back into the ring. Interesting strategy here by Tristan. Caught with a catchphrase as he gets back into the ring. Here comes Anthony Martin as well. Triple threat matchup going to properly resume as Tristan able to counter a suplex attempt, getting to the top of the head. Beautiful Shining Wizard, but Anthony from behind tosses him into the corner. Irish whip to the other side of the ring. The Superman punch going to try for that spear again, and no De La Rosa to break it up this time. The spear cuts down Tristan Parker. An immediate pin attempt, but an immediate breakup of that pin. Full Nelson turned into a reverse STO. Tristan still out of it right now as De La Rosa catches that kick to the midsection. Spins him around. A shin breaker into a back suplex. Nice combination there. Martin goes for another quick pin. Again broken up instantaneously though. As blood pours from that cut right across his forehead. Anthony Martin. Oh, crossface! Crossface locked in! Amart has got Tristan Parker in a bad way here, but able to escape. I would have bet my bottom dollar right there. This match was over. Tristan Parker was going to tap, but the former Unified World Tag Team Champion showing off his resolve as Fidel gets back into the ring now. Nice neck breaker. See ya, Parker. De La Rosa going back under the ring. Looking for something else to play with. A kendo stick now produced. Swings for the fences, but Parker able to avoid it like the plague. Stalling vertical suplex dropped out of the floor. Anthony Martin tries to get involved. Elbow to the jaw. Nice combination, lighten up the chest. De La Rosa, another jumping neck breaker. And Fidel saying, damn, that sounded like it hurt. It sure did. And certainly did not tickle for Tristan. Full Nelson turned into a sort of reverse STO by A-Mart. But the Chicago native instantly taken down from behind. Again, no countouts in a triple threat match. They can stay out here all night if they want to, but this match only ends by pin or submission in the ring. Parker taking some nasty shots here at ringside. Now gets thrown face first into the steel post. Fidel making it clear he's got zero fear. No macking. No backing down. Getting right in Martin's face there. Russian leg sweep. Always time for macking. Anthony trying to shake it off. Back up to his feet. Throws Fidel into the ring. And then the barricade. Knife edge chop. Modified vertical suplex. If I were in Tristan's boots here, guys, I would just try to stay out of the way. Let Anthony Martin and Fidel De La Rosa tear each other apart like they obviously want to. And then take advantage when the opportunity presents itself, but might not have the chance. Martin gets back into the ring. Here comes De La Rosa too. Back suplex. German suplex. And gonna finish off strong with a good old-fashioned vertical suplex. De La Rosa right on top of Martin. They're gonna go for a quick pin, try and steal the win here. Martin says, not so fast, buddy. Breaks up that pin. What in God's name just happened there? I'm not sure, but it leads to De La Rosa locking in the last chancery, but broken up by Parker. He's got one from Parker, too. Tristan Parker taken down. Martin is still out of it. Last chancery. Last chancery. Locked in. Tristan Parker trying to hang in there. Martin is almost back to his feet, and he's just quick enough. I think Parker might have been a millisecond away from tapping out. And Anthony, big clothesline off some kicks to the midsection. A-Mart, this is how he beat De La Rosa a couple weeks ago in his debut, utilizing the last chancery, locked in on his tippy toes. Will De La Rosa be forced to tap again? No, Parker breaks it up. Tristan Parker not seeming too impressed with either of his opponents here. De La Rosa now with a rolling unprettier. How dare he? How dare he go after the moneymaker of the social media sensation? Whoa! Anthony Martin! What a lariat! 1, 2! Somehow, some way, De La Rosa kicks out of that wild slingshot lariat. Martin's getting fed up now. Grabs a baseball bat. He's had enough. Can't find a way to put De La Rosa down. The newcomer letting off some steam here as he tries to murder Tristan with that baseball bat. He falls to the outside. Anthony Martin looking for maybe that brain buster. De La Rosa gets free, drops down behind, chop block to the big man. Tristan knows he can't afford to play around. Gets right back into the fight. Back suplex turned into a face buster. Anthony Martin tries to strike quick. Tristan stays out of the way though. And Tristan, pump handle single knee gut buster. Followed up by a big time elbow drop. And of course he's got to show off for all the oh no! No disqualifications and a triple threat. Even though that was right in front of the referee, it's legal. But Fidel back in to break up the pin. Anthony Martin not going to be feeling spectacular right now. And Dana also takes advantage. Hurricane Rana face buster grabs that baseball bat right over the back of Amart. And again, a third time, a fourth time. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 shots with the baseball bat. But now here comes Parker with a kendo stick, gets it taken from him. Dana Rosa is seeing red right now. Guys, Anthony Martin, how is he getting back up to his feet? How does he not have a broken back right now? Takes his time, returning to the ring. He's going to be waking up with some bruises tomorrow morning, that's for sure. With the kendo stick in hand, Anthony Martin, some shots off. Tristan going to throw him off the ropes. Oh, big time uppercut. The quickness of Tristan Parker seems to be too much for Anthony Martin to keep up with. Back into the ring, De La Rosa takes the baseball bat right out of Parker's hands. Able to stay out of the way of Fidel's wrath. One night stand. Tristan to the outside. Martin gets caught with a Tanahashi clothesline. Blood beginning to cover the entire face of Anthony Martin here, guys. That cut just getting worse and worse the longer this match goes on. Kendo stick taken out of Fidel's hands. Martin looking for a home run. Fidel gonna lock in the last chancery once again. But that's an easy breakup for Tristan Parker. A DDT for Fidel. Keeps him at bay though with some shots to the midsection. De La Rosa brain buster. Can still try and go for the pin on Anthony Martin. Too little, too late. Detonation kick knocks De La Rosa to the outside as Martin gets caught. Northern Lights suplex into a brain buster. Expertly executed, but Parker doesn't stop there. Forearm to the back of the head. That will put you to sleep. Martin rolling to the outside, saving himself, but Parker, super kick! Busted open and into the pin. 1, 2, 3. Fidel scores the victory, man. But barely. What a matchup. These three just beat the hell out of me. Oh, wait a minute, guys. Anthony Martin, he does not look happy about this result or about how Fidel acted in that match. Oh! Anthony Martin shoving. Fidel De La Rosa, well, whatever respect there may have been between these two at the start, I think has gone out the window at this point, guys. Well, we have got a big, beefy boy brawl coming our way up next here on Shockwave episode 60, the fallout from last episode's #1 contenders match, guys, where, of course, we saw Ricky Delaney earn himself another shot at the undisputed heavyweight championship when he defeated Bloody Justice, Bjorn, and Bob Luger. And now has his opportunity at Dead in Tokyo in just a couple of weeks to become a 3-time undisputed world heavyweight champion. But this bad blood between Justice and Delaney, guys, goes back to damn near the start of this new season. They've been taking jabs at each other on social media. As Bloody Justice feels as though Ricky Delaney has gotten opportunity after opportunity, and maybe to some extent he's right. Whereas Bloody Justice, on the other hand, despite how impressive he has been the last couple of months, not getting those same opportunities. Well, he did last episode of Shockwave. Both these men on equal footing for a shot at Josh Omega. And it was Ricky Delaney who last eliminated Bloody Justice to become #1 contender. Ricky Delaney, I'm sure, has to be happy to see what's going on at the moment within the Psycho Imperium. Those cracks in the foundation could turn out to be beneficial for Delaney. If Omega does not have the support of Hunter Quinn, then he'll be left on his own. Delaney won't have to deal with those constant interferences that he's had to deal with the past month and a half or so. But of course, we'll find out all that happens in our main event when Hunter Quinn and Josh Omega meet one-on-one. So Hunter Quinn looks to assess firsthand whether or not Josh Omega truly deserves to be with the Psycho Imperium. Kick to the midsection, Bloody Justice here. Meanwhile, knowing that knocking off the #1 contender, could see him next in line for a shot at the crown jewel here in CMV. Still to come tonight, guys, the NGW Championship on the line as Isaac Richardson gets his hands on JB Hayes at last. Nice counter by Delaney. Kick to the midsection. Stabbing blows to the kidneys of Bloody Justice, taking him down with that hatch suplex. And now a package pile driver? Oh no, a package sort of something or another. Just dropped him. Look at Delaney moving though. The thick boy diving through the air to lay out Bloody Justice. Shows off his immense power. You know, I've said it once, I'll say it again. Perhaps pound for pound, Ricky Delaney might just be the strongest man on the CMV roster today. Nice. Bloody Justice able to get out of the way. Luthez presses some right hands, cracking the jaw of the 2-time undisputed champion. One has to sympathize with Delaney at least a little bit, going through all he did to capture the undisputed championship in the main event of Ascendance 11. We won't talk about who he beat, but going through all those trials and tribulations to then lose the championship in his very first defense. Thanks in large part to being caught off guard by Bjorn cashing in his Money in the Bank contract, making it a triple threat back at Battle Scars. But won't have to worry about that come Dead in Tokyo. It's going to be he and Josh Omega one-on-one. Big old chop, followed up by a modified vertical suplex. Delaney's dominating this matchup so far. Shot to the gut. Off the rim sends Delaney, nice back elbow. As the weeks pass on by, guys, we have seen Bloody Justice being slowly but surely consumed by the Harvester, becoming less and less of the Bloody Justice we've known over these years, turning into this monster that's just hell-bent on causing chaos here in CMV and capturing that undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. 110th Street slam by Delaney, quickly into the pin. 1, 2, but it won't be enough to take down Bloody Justice. Delaney, though, he's not done. Taking a step back, just staring Justice down. Wants to put some distance between the two. Looks like he's unsure of what he wants to do exactly. That's not good. Doesn't want to play around with someone as crafty as Bloody Justice. Oh, now it goes for Dangerous Queen's Revenge. Just like that. Delaney did not come here to beat around the bush, but it won't be enough. Frustrated is Ricky Delaney as he goes to the top rope. Maybe looking for the shooting star press. Yes, but Justice able to get out of the way and back up to his feet. All Justice needs is an opportunity. Another single knee backbreaker, attempting to shatter the spine of Delaney before drilling him into the canvas head first with that tombstone pile driver. 1, 2. The number one contender stays in the fight, but for how much longer? Sisters Joy in the middle of the ring. 1, 2. Refuses to go down that easy. But Bloody Justice straight back on the attack. Closed fists. The bridge of Delaney's nose, but misses that knee drop. Delaney pops back up to his feet. Monkey flip. The gas tank emptying, but it's not completely empty just yet. Delaney has caught his second wind here. Obviously the fans behind him. Gets the knee drop this time. Drops to the outside. Delaney hoping to catch his breath. Bloody Justice gonna get back into the ring and now shit-talking each other. But Delaney tries to take advantage. Oh, what a big boot! I think that might have just knocked Delaney into another dimension, man. My guy just got blasted. Busted open too, but still manages to hit the 110th Street Slam a second time. Somehow kicks out again. Delaney, he ain't no time waster. He's got Justice hurt. Looking to put him down. Dangerous Queen's Revenge countered though. Electric chair. Bloody Justice acts quickly. Gonna go for Sister's Joy. Delaney fighting back. Refusing to go down. Single leg back body drop. The Juggernaut wanting to keep his momentum at an all-time high going into Dead in Tokyo. Going into his final confrontation with Josh Omega for the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. Delaney, Dangerous Queen's Revenge, numero dos. Good night, Bloody Justice. 1, 2. No. Unbelievably, listen to these fans though. One more time they're chanting. Bloody Justice keeps his head above the water. Gonna go after that wound, that cut that he opened up with that big boot earlier in the match. It's a long time coming, this one-on-one matchup. Been building since, like I said, at the start of the new season. And these two are giving each other a fight and a half. Walking Chalani into the corner, throws him out into the middle of the ring like it ain't no thing with a chicken wing. Tries for a stomp to the face, but Chalani moving quickly, another monkey flip. Caught with that kick to the top of the head, stuns him just long enough for Bloody Justice to pull out the vintage pump handle power slam. Doesn't get much more vintage than that for Bloody Justice. But Chalani right back into the fight. Back and forth here between these two. In the fireman's carry position. Rope burn across the chest of the Juggernaut. Able to push Bloody Justice back. Face to face. Trying to get him into the corner. Bloody Justice not having it. Sister's Joy! Sister's Joy! Once again, hooks the leg. 1, 2, but grabs the bottom rope just in the nick of time. 2.999. What a match. Bloody Justice staying on top of Chalani like white on rice. Nice dodge in the corner, followed up by a cannonball. Chalani gonna throw him around. Even this late in the matchup, as exhausted as he must be, blood pouring down his face, Chalani, a third 110th Street Slam, and the third time's the charm. Ricky Chalani, but by the skin of his teeth, makes off with a victory here tonight. There's no one that can say Ricky Chalani is not the rightful, deserving #1 contender. After winning that fatal 4-way last episode and now this win here tonight. Whether Josh Omega has the support of Hunter Quinn come Dead in Tokyo or not, he is in for the fight of his life as the Juggernaut looks to become a 3-time undisputed World Heavyweight Champion. Well, coming up next, my friends, we've got ourselves a Battle Stars rematch as Gianna is getting ready to take on Precious Pratt. But guys, it looks like we're going to have ourselves a ringside guest for this non-title matchup. The former Women's World Champion Xiaorong much to the chagrin of Gianna. Gonna be popping a squat over here near the announce table to watch this matchup up close and personal. Like I said earlier tonight, guys, one doesn't have to personally like Gianna, but you certainly have to sympathize at least somewhat to the situation she's in. Just capturing the Women's World Championship at DEF CON and her very first defense in just a couple of weeks against not one, not two, not three, not four, but five of the very best in the CMV Women's Division today. A 6-pack challenge. The main character of CMV finding out real quick what it means to be at the top of the mountain here in CMV. But taking on Precious Pratt, indeed, it was Precious Pratt that Gianna defeated back at Battlestars to become #1 contender. In another universe, it would have been Precious Pratt who went on to potentially dethrone Xiaorong at DEF CON. Gianna certainly not wanting to slip up with Xiaorong. Watching at ringside, of course, Xiaorong, one of the 5 challengers in that 6-pack challenge, along with Ruby Rattel, Kiko, Amber Reed, and Ellie Quinn. Rope break there as Gianna tried to embarrass Precious Pratt, falling, fist dropping, mocking. Oh, hang on a second, guys. What is Xiaorong? Xiaorong has grabbed the Women's World Championship and she's walking away with it. It seems like the Empress coming to, Gianna, forgetting she's in the middle of a match here, reclaiming her championship, and Precious Pratt takes advantage. Well, Xiaorong, guys, we saw after losing the championship at DEF CON nearly snapped. Looks like she was on the verge of attempting murder, but was thankfully stopped by Riley Van Wilson. You know, we're all talking about Ellie Quinn losing her mind. Perhaps Xiaorong is the one going a bit insane, trying to steal the Women's World Championship. Gianna stopped her, but now thanks to that distraction, Precious Pratt has taken control of the match. Gianna to her feet as Pratt gets back into the ring. Pulls her back, nice counter, kick to the midsection. Well, obviously Pratt trying to make the most of this opportunity given to her here. A win over the Women's World Champion. Nothing to sneeze at. Obviously, Pratt, along with Amelia Jones, they've been focusing on the Women's Tag Team Championship the last couple of weeks, but can't afford to look past this. Gianna gonna throw her off the rope, sliding strike to the shin, and followed up by the overdrive into the pin, but another rope break, and Gianna grabbing Pratt by the hair, talking shit right to her face. Now Gianna grabbing the arm, we know what she set her up for, the Gianna driver, but Pratt saw it coming. Gonna try to drag Gianna. Fights out of it though, does the Women's World Champion. Pendulum backbreaker. Simple, nothing flashy about it, but definitely effective. And Gianna, oh, we've seen her lock this in before plenty of times. That modified torture rack, looking to get a submission win. But Pratt escapes with those elbows to the jaw. Nasty clothesline turning Gianna inside out. Jawbreaker quickly staggers Pratt from behind, caught with an elbow. You know it was only shot. Oh, there's the choke! The choke, no! Gianna able to save herself from potentially being put to sleep right there. You know it wasn't only Xiaorong keeping an eye on this matchup. The short Ruby Rattel, and Kiko, Amber Reed, and Ellie Quinn all watching as well in preparation for the 6-pack challenge. Another overdrive into the pin. No rope break this time for Precious Pratt, and a victory for the Women's World Champion. Despite the antics of Xiaorong, Gianna able to stay focused and make off with a win here tonight. And we certainly know she needs all the momentum she can gather going into Dead in Tokyo, going into that six-pack challenge. The main character of CMV. Will she be able to survive come that six-pack challenge? Will she find a way to emerge still the Women's World Champion? Lads, gents, coming up next, we've got ourselves a debut as Jay Fontaine arrives here on Shockwave. A young kid coming into CMV, one of the youngest active competitors now on the CMV roster. But a lot of potential this young man has. I've been seeing him ever since he got signed a couple weeks ago, working out in the Performance Center. This kid has got some drive and eager to kickstart his career here tonight as he takes on the ever so mysterious Valentino. And Fontaine did speak earlier tonight about how he's been watching some tapes this past week, the last few Valentino matches, studying, and that lets us know that for being so young, this kid, very smart move. Studying your opponent, knowing all that you possibly can know about the man you're going to be standing across the ring from. That's a veteran move there. But what does it mean when he shares the ring with the proverbial question mark here in CMV? Valentino, the masked man of mystery. As much as we try to find out about this man or woman, who knows what's under that mask? All we get back are more questions. Well, still to come tonight, guys. Up next after this, it'll be the NGW Championship on the line as Isaac Richardson challenges JB Hayes. Of course, also still to come in our main event, Hunter Quinn one-on-one with Josh Omega, as we could perhaps be seeing the beginning of the end for the Psycho Imperium. Or perhaps Tonight we'll see them made even stronger than ever. Fontaine attempting to kick things off hot. Knocks Valentino to the outside. Whoa, takes a dive, does the kid. And lucky for him, it pays off. And obviously, Valentino, as you can see, enjoying quite the size and height advantage. Much bigger than Fontaine here. That's obviously not starting the newbie, though. Not stopping him from taking the fight, too. Valentino, who goes for a pin off that Regal cutter, but not going to be able to take out Fontaine that easily. Off the ropes, stepping over Fontaine's head to deliver that drop kick to the face. Well, things have obviously swung into the corner of Valentino here as he starts to dominate early on in this matchup. Hopefully Jay doesn't allow his excitement to cost him here, to cloud his better judgment as he looks to introduce himself to the CMV universe. Fish drop from Valentino. And again. Worked so well the first time. Why not a third time? Well, that's why. Dodges it the third time, does Fontaine. Jumping forearm out of the corner. Nice cutoff by Valentino. Seems like he's ready for whatever Jay Fontaine throws his way. Another Regal cutter. Another pinfall attempt. Seems like Valentino wants to get this match over with as quickly as possible. Almost does right there. A close 2 count. Fontaine sunset flip powerbomb. Valentino stunned, and to the top goes the young kid. Oh, a coffin drop! Coffin drop by Fontaine into the pin for the win, but a 2 count is all he's gonna get. Valentino certainly didn't see that coming, though. Neither did I. Keeps up with the attack. One drop kick, 2 of them. As the fans start to rally behind Jay Fontaine. Now getting a little bit cheeky as he stomps the back of Valentino's head. Telling the crowd to hush down so they can hear the sound of that swinging neck breaker. Valentino now the one being forced to retreat. Oh, but damn, lured Fontaine in there. Tries for a fish trap, gonna connect with the floor, and a hurricanrana gonna put him on his ass. Jay Fontaine looking for a suplex, but Valentino able to drop down behind, delivers a super kick right to the back of Jay's head. Quickly he goes back into the ring, and Jay chasing after him. Valentino gives him no clean ring entry, trying for that pop-up cutter. Fontaine quick to escape, chops him down to size, forearm. Jay Fontaine out onto the apron. Valentino scrambles to get to his feet, though, able to block that big boot from behind, caught with an elbow. Responds in kind. Does the rookie hip up drop kick. All right, I'm becoming a fan of this kid very quickly. Forearm puts Valentino back down, but he won't stay down. No matter what Jay seems to throw at him. Going for another sunset flip powerbomb. This time right into the pin. 1, 2, 3. Jay Fontaine makes off with a victory in his CMV debut. Not even the International Man of Mystery could halt the excitement of Jay Fontaine here tonight. Welcome to CMV, kid. Hell of a performance here in his debut. He was dealt a wild card, and he made the best of it. Tertiary main event coming up next, guys. And as you can see in the ring, we've got Sean Kinney and Mr. Nick Avery. But look who's coming to join us. It is the Intercontinental Champion, Brandon Ace, who, of course, has a date with Avery at Dead in Tokyo with the Intercontinental Championship scheduled to be on the line. And it would appear as though Brandon Ace wants to scout out his challenger a little bit here tonight. The referee now going to call for the bell. Sean Kinney, Nick Avery, one-on-one. A considerable size difference here between these two. Doesn't stop Avery from coming out swinging, though. Nick Avery returning after a couple of months away following the closure of NGW. Reappearing at DEF CON, guys, and winning that, or at the Rule of the Ring event, I should say, and winning that Battle Royal to earn a shot at the Intercontinental Championship. Now, Brandon Ace last week, following his loss at the hands of Troy Call, had some less than favorable words for Nick Avery. Called him some names that I will not repeat here. This is a Christian family show, after all. But obviously making it clear that there ain't going to be any handshakes between he and his number one contender anytime soon. And you could say Brandon Ace was just in a bad mood after that loss to Troy Colt, but well, I don't know that Brandon Ace has ever been the nicest man in that locker room. Let's just put it that way. And as you can see, he came walking out here still bandaged up, still suffering the effects of that attack last month, courtesy of the Psycho Imperium, which I'm sure Nick Avery has taken note of at this point. And we did see Avery come out last week after Ace's loss to Colt. Came out onto the stage, kind of seemed to be sort of mocking Brandon Ace a little bit, so maybe Avery deserved, in a way, that trash talk from the Intercontinental Champion. But with Jeremy Barmore seemingly focusing on his singles career once again, that means Sean Kinney having to branch out on his own and looking to kick off his prospective singles career here in CMV, defeating the number one contender for the Intercontinental Championship. Not too shabby. Up to a count of 5 here already. Brandon Ace, at least for now, appears to be content to watch, and watch only, as he sits over here near the announce table. I don't know why he doesn't just join myself on commentary. I'd love to talk to him, pick his brain a little bit, but some people are, a little hesitant to approach me. They don't know what to do once they're in my immense aura. Well, hang on just a second, guys. Brandon Ace, just as I was saying, seems intent on just watching. Hang on a second. The distraction comes around to bite Avery on the ass. Sean Kinney capitalizing, and you can't really hold it against Kinney. That's obviously what Brandon Ace wanted. Clapping as he walks away and heads to the back. Not even going to stick around to finish watching this matchup. He just wanted to make sure that he was in the head of Nick Avery, and I can say that that's obviously the case. Avery allowing himself to get thrown off course like that. Quickly sending Kinney off the ropes, though. Takes him down to his knees. Back kick. Woo! You see the way that Kinney's head snapped back into the pin. Only gets himself a 1 count, though. Kick to the midsection. Again, hoping to slow things down just a bit is Nick Avery now. At least with Brandon Ace Heading to the back, doesn't have to worry about his presence at ringside anymore. Damn! Talk about getting your clock cleaned. DDT off the apron, followed up by a gorgeous combination. Kenny, a big dude. Takes a lot to chop him down. Wheelbarrow stunner! And stunned indeed is Kenny. Tanahashi clothesline rolls through for a drop kick to the side of the head. At a count of 4. Kenny battles back. Boot to the gut of the Spirit Walker. Gets thrown shoulder first into the barricade. We're going to try to send him back into the ring. Just at the count of 7. Avery knows that Brandon Ace is probably watching in the back right now. Goes for that super kick of his. Barely able to dodge it is Kenny. Body splash in the corner. Like a bug off the windshield. Splat goes Nick Avery. And there's that discus clothesline we've seen so many times before from Mr. Kenny. Wow! Avery kicks out, and Kenny having a hard time believing it. So am I. Now into the full mount. Some clean elbows getting through. Kenny trying to remain on top literally right now. Didn't see that enziguri coming. That might be all the opening Avery needs. Springboard drop kick. Reeling is Kenny. Avery puts him into the corner. Not the place he wants to be. Sliced bread. Numero dos. 1, 2. Doesn't keep down the giant though. And you can see Kenny quickly going to the ropes, picking himself up. Avery's feeling it though. Shining a wizard knee to the jaw, puts him down. Now off the top rope. Double boot stomp. Every single rib of Sean Kenny cracking right there. Arm drag sets him up in the middle of the ring. Standing shooting star press, but Avery just getting a tad bit overzealous there. Should have tried to go for the pin when he had the chance. Backstabber. Kenny saying, "Get me the hell out of here." Rolls out onto the apron very slowly, picking himself up. Avery lying in wait. Right hand drop kick. Avery keeping on him though. Not giving him a chance to catch his breath, throws him right back into the ring. To the top he goes again. Elbow to the lower back. A desperate pin by Avery. Will it pay off? 1, 2, 3, it will! The Spirit Walker scoops up a great dub for himself. And that certainly is not going to make Brandon Ace very happy. The Intercontinental Champion trying to cost Avery this matchup. But the Spirit Walker maintains his focus. And it pays off. Nick Avery coming for that Intercontinental Championship. It doesn't look like he's going to let anyone stand in his way. And he is certainly not going to put up with the antics of Brandon Ace. my fine feathered friends, it is co-main event time here on Shockwave, episode 60, and the NGW Championship is on the line. Look at this stare down. Oh, well, JB Hayes, guys, wants to show some respect to his challenger, but the one true alpha is not having any of it, and JB says, all right then, tries to kick off with a big boot. It barely even seems to affect Richardson, though, who puts him down with that back suplex sit-out powerbomb. And obviously this match stemming from what happened last month. Isaac Richardson becoming the very first man to pin JB Hayes, and even still, to this day, the only one to defeat Hayes one-on-one. Now, is that thanks in large part to Amari Rivers getting involved? Yes, but there's still no taking it away from Isaac Richardson. He pinned the NGW champion. He's the only one to do so. And so he has been awarded this shot at the NGW championship, despite the protests by Jeremy Barmore earlier this week. Calling out Madison Wright, saying it's a bit bullshit, because we all saw what happened last episode of Shockwave. Jeremy Barmore came out here and absolutely dismantled Isaac Richardson in a matter of minutes. So Jeremy Barmore saying, how the hell does he get a shot at any championship before me? And he actually wanted to be added to this matchup. Wanted it to be made a triple threat. Obviously, Madison Wright did not take him up on that. So Barmore's got to be watching right now, fuming. But he has made it clear that he wants the winner. NGW Championship up for grabs. JB, I gotta say, a little bit of a rookie move to offer that handshake before the bell rang. Especially if he's done any sort of homework on Isaac Richardson. Knows that this is a man who doesn't give a damn about respect. He only cares about crushing the competition and about taking what he wants. And what he wants is that NGW Championship. JB goes after that leg. What an incredible run he has had with that NGW Championship, guys. What an incredible run, period. Debuting in CMV right at the top of the new season. And to say that since then he has suffered only one loss. Has only been pinned once. And by that man. Right there, Isaac Richardson. Defended that NGW Championship against Paul Devine at Ascendance 11. Dealt with the shenanigans of Amari Rivers. Managed to come out the other side, still with that championship in his possession. But will that be said by the time the bell rings again here tonight? Richardson in control. Tries for a sidewalk slam, maybe JB able to escape. Irish whip drop down. Big back elbow. Gonna bust Isaac open. JB sees the blood. Going into a frenzy, man. Like a shark. Richardson charges after him. Hang on a second. The one true alpha. With that falling powerbomb that has put down so many men before. But the champion gets lucky with a rope break. That luck not going to last. Looking for the 1TA, but JB sees it coming, and there's the cutter. Just like that. 1, 2, 3, and JB Hayes is still the NGW champion. Isaac can't believe it. He is absolutely stunned. JB, he's going to offer the handshake again. No! Isaac with a big right hook to the champion, who again tried to show respect. But Isaac Richardson having none of it. Leaving the NGW champion with a hurt jaw, that's for sure. And we got to wonder what Jeremy Barmore makes of this as he shortly watches from the back. Friends, it is time for our main event of the evening here on Shockwave, episode 60. And as I said earlier tonight, we could be seeing cracks beginning to form in the foundation of the Psycho Imperium. As Hunter Quinn claims he's not sure Josh Omega is up to snuff, if he has what it takes to properly represent the Psycho Imperium as the undisputed heavyweight champion, and so has made this matchup where he himself will personally test Omega in that ring. And Hunter Quinn said it pretty point blankly that if Omega does not pass this test here tonight, Hunter Quinn going to have to be forced to seriously consider his position within the Psycho Imperium. Not too sure where the Unified World Tag Team titles are that Maverick Flynn and Hunter Quinn won last episode of Shockwave. I guess they're keeping them safe in the back. Or maybe Omega has both of them, not sure. But obviously Hunter Quinn was not thrilled with Omega losing last episode of Shockwave to Bob Luger. Quinn saying that Omega with that loss embarrassed the Imperium as a group. The last thing Josh Omega wants heading into his defense against Ricky Delaney at Dead in Tokyo is to lose the support of his crew. But at the same time, you gotta wonder what's going through the head of Omega. How hard he's worked since debuting here in CMV towards the start of the new season, winning that Battle Royal, becoming #1 contender for the Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship his very first night here in CMV, but of course he didn't go on to capture the championship then. Through many trials, Omega at last taking home that crown jewel at Battle Scars, even despite the curveball of Ogbjorn cashing in his Money in the Bank contract, making it a triple threat. Omega stayed focused and left that matchup as the new Undisputed World Heavyweight Champion. But now all of his hard work being questioned by Hunter Quinn. So will Josh Omega pass the Hellhounds test here in our main event, or will the Imperium be down one member by the end of tonight? The championship obviously not on the line. You can be sure that Delaney is watching right now. And talked about it earlier. I'm sure that Ricky Delaney is hoping the Imperium implodes. That's only better for him going into Dead in Tokyo. Won't have to worry about the Imperium coming to the aid of their ally, Josh Omega. Won't have to be looking over his shoulder like he has been doing this past month and a half or so that he's been at war with the Imperium. Omega gets thrown out onto the apron, pulled back in through the ropes, though, and obviously you've got Trevor Hannibal and Maverick Flynn in the corner of Hunter Quinn here. It's obvious whose side they're on. Loyal to Quinn. The only one whose loyalties are being questioned here tonight are Josh Omega's. Big time headbutt knocks Quinn down. I mean, these two have fought countless times all around the world. This is their first time ever meeting one-on-one in CMV. But they have gone through some pretty bloody battles with each other over the years. This is nothing new. So they know each other very well. We're seeing that early on as they counter each other's maneuvers back and forth. Back body drop sends Omega down to the outside. Oh, here comes Maverick Flynn, guys. Looked for a moment like he was going to try to get involved here. Now, a part of me wants to ponder, is this really what it's all about for Hunter Quinn? Is he really just trying to test Josh Omega? Is that his real concern? That Omega is not properly representing the Imperium? Or is it really that Hunter Quinn's jealous? That Hunter Quinn over these last couple years has had so many chances to become world champion, whether it was the Global Championship or the Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. He's had multiple chances to win a world championship, and every time it slips through his fingers. But then here comes Josh Omega, and in less than a year, he wins the Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. Part of me wants to wonder if Hunter Quinn is really allowing his jealousy to get the better of him here, at the expense of the Imperium. I don't think that's too far-fetched. Big boot knocks Quinn down. Able to grab the arm. Oh, one way or the other, it's up to Hunter Quinn. I mean, Omega's future here in CMV really rests in the hands of Quinn. Once this match is over, we'll find out. Is Josh Omega going to remain within the Cycle Imperium, or will he be ousted? Nearly had Omega beat right there off that Tiger Driver, but the champion able to get back into the fight. Gets ready to deliver a knee. Quinn keeps him back, though. Irish whip into the corner. Coming at him with a clothesline. Not just one. Hey, no, he needs two. Throws Omega down to the middle of the ring. Goes for a kick. Omega moves out of the way. Works quickly. Cheeky jab. Right into the TKO. TKO. Josh Omega going to have Quinn beat right here. 1, 2. Quinn digs down deep, though. Omega off the ropes. Hunter Quinn said he was going to test Josh Omega in this matchup. He was going to push him to the limit. Stomp to the face. Sammy extends the arm to set up that double boot stomp. Down out of the bicep. Brutality behind everything Hunter Quinn does. He's going to bust Omega open. There's no pulled punches here, guys. This is an onslaught. Drop to the outside. Look at this. Hannibal and Flynn surrounding Omega. Looks like a pack of wolves. Nobody's ever going to call the Cycle Imperium a traditional alliance. It really is like a pack of rabid animals just coming together to tear apart everything and everyone else. And I guess this is how they deal with their problems, their inner issues. There's no talking it out. They're just getting in that ring and beating the hell out of each other. Hunter Quinn gonna go for that vintage release Tiger Bomb. Does this spell the end for Josh Omega? 1, 2, it almost does. 2.999, Hunter Quinn getting frustrated. Perhaps he was wrong. Blood pouring down Josh Omega's face. Quinn tries to roll to the outside. Omega looks to stay on top of him, but misses that slingshot. And Quinn gets a little bit hungry. Has himself a snack. Taking a bite out of Omega's finger there. Back into the ring now, just the count of 4. Hunter Quinn lining up his shot, but took his eye off the prize, and Omega, bloody and all, beats his chest saying, come on then! You want to test me? Then test me. Wise man once said, I ain't a killer, but don't push me. What's that next line? This is a Christian family show. Omega is bleeding bad, though. It's got to be getting tough for him to even see at this point. But still, he pushes on. And wait a second. TKO. A second time. Middle of the ring. 1, 2. Hunter Quinn kicks out again. Omega can't believe it. A brief moment of hesitation. Back on the attack now, though. Corkscrew elbow. To the top goes the undisputed champion. Staring up the lights. The coup de grace. Murderous stomps to the chest. Forearm upside the head. Josh Omega trying to rip and tear Hunter Quinn apart. Goes for his patented discus forearm. Hunter Quinn knows him so well, though. Stops that from happening. Gets dropped out of the ring. Looks like Hunter Quinn might have landed on his shoulder right there. Back into the ring now. Omega gonna go say what up to Hannibal and Flynn. Almost daring them to try something. But he wasted time. And that's time Hunter Quinn uses to retake control. Knee to the side of the head. Open quickly. Omega straight back up. Stomp to the gut on his way out. Hunter Quinn trying to go and catch himself a breather, but Omega says, I don't think so. Plancho lands right on top of him. Flynn and Hannibal clearing out. They're back now. Double wrist clutch. Northern Lights suplex. Indeed, not a soft landing for Quinn there as he gets chucked back into the ring. Oh, but look at this! Maverick Flynn has just put hands on Omega, threw him back into the ring. As Omega tries to hit that discus forearm again, Quinn blocks it once more. League referee not throwing out this match. I guess technically Maverick Flynn didn't attack Josh Omega. I thought Hunter Quinn wanted to test Omega here, though. But now he's got the boys at ringside, picking sides, playing dirty. Another knee to the side of the head. Extends the arm. The Hellhound stomping away at the hand as blood just oozes down the face of the undisputed champion. Look at him, man. Looks like a murder victim. Hunter Quinn, he's setting up for something. Rip toward forearm. But a kick! A kick coming out of nowhere! Oh, these two guys are beating the hell out of each other here in our main event. Push back. Omega. Caught with that clobbering blow. What is Quinn doing here? Dragging him away from the ropes. Quinn! Looking for the beast bite! The beast bite! Far away from the ropes! Nowhere to go for Josh Omega! And he taps! He has to tap! Josh Omega gives it up! Hunter Quinn victorious! What does this mean, guys? For the Psycho Imperium? I mean, what a matchup! There's no denying. What a match that was. Wasn't good enough, though, for Hunter Quinn to Josh Omega prove, even in defeat, that he deserves to be with the Imperium. Or was this the last straw for Hunter Quinn? What is the future of Josh Omega?